So I grew up on an island, and on this island there was a pack of feral dogs, dogs of all sorts. A little bit of coyote bred in with them, and they would go around and they'd steal and kill livestock from farmers. Every once in a while, they got so out of control that the farmers would band together and they'd shoot a bunch of them, but they'd never get them all. And they'd always be running around the island, and they'd lure out other dogs to join the pack. You know, these things were just wild, running around free. Anyways, I was about 9, the first time I saw them in action. We had a farm. We had cattle and goats and chickens and all that kind of stuff. And I was out on one of my morning walks, and it was a cold morning. Just a little bit of snow, and I heard them coming. I heard the dogs coming from over top of the hill. About 10 of them, all different shapes and sizes. Excited, hunting, charging. And they picked the cow right away and just zoned right in on it. So many things that happened that day really, really influenced me, and I took a lot away from it. I remember watching that cow. Right away, the cow was terrified, right? It's like the cow knew big trouble, big trouble. And the even crazier thing is all the rest of the cattle, they didn't band together. They basically just watched. They watched the whole thing just unfold. Never came in, never took chances. They just were like, okay, well, you're the one that's getting donated to the cause here. The dogs came, they're attacking. The cow thinks at first it's gonna run, and then it realizes it can't run. It can't outrun the dogs, so it has to stand and fight. So it's heading at them, it's kicking at them, it bucks a little bit, but it's not long. The dogs are ripping at its guts. The dogs are biting at its udder. The dogs are biting at its neck. There's one on its nose. Eventually that cow is out of options, falls. And here's the thing that, as a kid I'm watching, I don't understand. I'm like, the cow just totally stopped fighting. Wasn't dead. It just lay there. It lay there and submitted, let itself be eaten by the dogs. And the dogs changed at that point. They went from fighting and attacking mode and like coordinated destruction to like celebration, right? Their barks changed, their tails changed. And I never understood how an animal could just lay there and let itself be eaten. And I went home and I told the story to my parents. And they told me that was totally normal. They said it was normal with all predators and prey. They said the prey will always give up before it's dead. At some point, realize the fight is, pointless, and it'll just let itself be eaten. Normally, when I fight somebody, this is something that I really look for, is that submission. I like that part of the fight. To me, that means that it's not just the ref, it's not just the crowds who have accepted it, but you have as well. It's a big part of arm wrestling. It's a big part of any fight sport, is the submission. And what I love is now I'm going down tear into this big ham, and I'm going to have a clearly identified group of people that I can look out into the audience and see that shirt, and I can be like, oh, there's one of you, and I can watch all of your hearts just slowly sink. So buy those shirts up so I can see you. Buy those shirts so I can look out and I can watch, just like that dying cow looked out and watched all of the cows just stand around and watch. I'm going to enjoy that. September 9th. Get ready, Buffalo. Get ready. I'm coming.